Hello, my fellow trainers. My name is Trainer Blue, and I welcome you back to another anime review. This time I'm gonna do Vinland Saga because I actually remember who the characters are, how they're kind of related, and what happens throughout like the first season. So the season starts off with Thor's in a big battle with Thorkel, I believe. He is married. Thor's is married to Helga. I don't believe that they're married yet, but they do get married. Thorkel, if I remember correctly, is Helga's brother, so that makes him and Thor's not cousin, no, what's the word? Like brothers-in-law, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's how marriage works. So you start off with Thor's and Thorkel in the middle of this giant battle. This Vinland Saga is related to like actual events that happened with Iceland and Greenland. I don't remember exactly which. I believe it takes mainly in Greenland. Regardless, I believe the story starts in Iceland. So the whole story is after Thor doesn't want to fight anymore. He doesn't see the need to fight anymore. So in the middle of the battle, he fakes his own death and he runs away to Iceland, I believe. He settles this all before with Helga. Yeah, he is married to Helga at this point. So he settles this all beforehand with Helga that he's gonna try to escape and fake his death so he can leave and have a peaceful life. And it all seems like he does until we reach out to him maybe 10 years later. More than that actually, because he has a daughter, Ylva, I believe it is, Ylva, and Thorfinn, who is our main the main character of this anime. So everybody is peachy fine. It's a nice, quiet little village. Thorfinn is the sweetest little boy you'll ever see. He looks so nice. He looks happy and everything. And then a general for one of the Vikings army, I forget what exactly it's called. I believe it's the Thor Viking or something Vikings. They are this giant group of obviously Vikings that are really well skilled in battle and really strong. That they like destroy the other forces and villagers. It's all that stuff. You know how Vikings used to plunder villages for their loot, the women, the food, all that stuff. That's what they all used. That's what Thor's used to be a part of. But he didn't want to be a part of that anymore because he didn't see the need in it anymore. So he, like I said, left. But they find out where he is, so they send a message that he has to come and join the thing back, or they'll pretty much destroy his village. But this is just a trap. They want him to go, so him and some of his men go to where the meeting is. But they are ambushed by Askeladd and his group of men, and they happen to be not Vikings, but like thieves and plunderers pretty much. So in the midst of the battle, it looks like Thor's is going to win the battle, but Thorfinn decides he wants to come with his father and see all this cool stuff. So he gets captured in the midst of the battle, so Thor's obviously accepts his death and lets his son live. And this just traumatizes Thorfinn. He cannot handle this, and so he stays with Askeladd and his crew throughout the entirety of the season, just because he wants to grow up and learn how to fight and kill Askeladd for revenge for his father. And he stays with his group. He gets trained pretty much in how to fight, like not by them, but just by being there and surviving the hardships that he deals with them. He turns into an amazing fighter similar to his father, but the only thing he wants is to get stronger and better to kill Askeladd. And this is all, I don't know exactly how true this is related to the history of Thorfinn, but so we go through this, we were reaching like actual political things with like the king of England, I think it is, wherever they're fighting. And they end up getting hired to, I believe, escort Prince Canute. Either they escort him or they kind of steal him, and they want to, I'm trying to think of the words of actually what happened. It's been a while since I watched it, but they get involved with Prince Canute and they want to bring him to the capital so he can, you know, go back and take over. Because his brother, I forget his brother's name, is off in a battle somewhere. So, and the king at the moment does not really like Canute. He'd prefer his other son to take over, because the king is currently old and dying. So he wants Canute to. He doesn't really want Canute to take over, so he was going to send him to another location. But throughout Canute's time with Askeladd and his crew, he starts to become more of like a man figure, because he was very, even by his appearance in the first season, he was very feminine-like. He was very hesitant towards battle, does not really want a battle, he just wants peace. But throughout his time with Askeladd and the crew, the whole morale and situation changes. We do meet Thorkel later on in the show again, just because he's working for the king, I believe, to stop Askeladd and his crew from doing that, from like taking over. I'm trying to remember everything that happened. It's only one season right now. I did read the manga, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not gonna say anything that happened in the manga, because that's nothing that's come out yet. But that's pretty much, and the season ends. I don't want to end how the season. I actually don't want to tell you how the season ends, because if you want to watch it, go ahead. But so that's pretty much what the Vinland Saga was about. I know it's about true events at most point, but there's nothing really to say just yet about the next season, because I don't know if it got confirmed yet. I don't know if it is even gonna happen. But I have read the manga for what happens, and I do know it's gonna be a completely different, like, anime. Like, it's gonna be a completely different side of Thorfinn for what happens in the second season, if it does come out. I know it's an Amazon exclusive, but that's a thing. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button, and comment down any animes you think I should watch. See you guys later.